What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this video, we're going to talk about how do you align with your purpose. Let's talk about it. There are 5 key points that are going to help you live a life that you feel is aligned with your purpose. Number 1, clarity. So if you aren't clear on your purpose in life, I have to tell you, most people aren't. And I know I wasn't for many, many years in my life. I thought my purpose was my job, working in law enforcement for 17 years. Then I had children. I became a dad, and I thought, maybe my purpose is to be a dad. Maybe my purpose in life is to raise children and raise good human beings. And I had to really sit back and think, I feel like my purpose is so much bigger than myself and my family. And when I started to think that way, I realized I wanted to have an impact. I wanted to help other people. I wanted to do something with my life that was bigger and bolder and outside of what we're taught we can achieve. And so I ended up finding that my purpose was to mentor and coach and change people's lives and transform them. And that started with getting clarity on that purpose. And now, if you don't have any clarity on your purpose, just start by setting the intention. Just set the intention of, I don't really know what my purpose is, but I would really like to find it. Maybe start meditating on it. Maybe sit in quiet and really give that intention some attention. And I think that's a really good way to really allow the universe to speak to you and to let God just give you some kind of message to push you, to show you a sign, to say, hey, maybe you should be over here. Maybe what you're doing, maybe that job that you really hate is not where you're meant to be. And so getting clear on what your purpose is. Now, some of you may say, I already know what my purpose is. I just don't know how to achieve it. We can talk about that, but that's gonna, I mean, that's a whole nother video. How to actually achieve something, that's what we teach and transform. But that takes a lot of, again, understanding that you need a path. And if you have the belief in that path, I'm jumping ahead to number 4 here, then you can actually start taking steps toward it. But backing up to your purpose, how do you live a life where you're aligned with your purpose? And I think a lot of people go through life not being aligned with their purpose. They live paycheck to paycheck. They live in the grind. They live in these jobs that they really dislike for bosses they hate with paychecks that really don't serve them. And we're not meant to do that. We're meant for so much more. We're meant to create. We're meant to be creative beings. We're meant to pour into each other's lives and do big, wonderful things. Our potential is endless. And so getting clear on what that purpose is may take a really good look at yourself and what you really want out of life. Number 2, passion. Everyone is passionate about something, whether it's hockey, mountain climbing, nature, reading books, it doesn't matter. Whatever fills your spirit, whatever fills your soul, whatever makes you feel fulfilled at the end of the day, that's what your life needs to include way more of. A lot of people think your passion is something that you do once a week, once a month for an hour. It's something that you kind of do as like a hobby. Your passion should be something that you pour into constantly, because that's going to turn you into your best self. Doing things that you are passionate about will align you with your purpose. Number 3, goals. Goals are huge. Most people do goals wrong, sorry. A vision board ain't gonna cut it. You need to have clear goals that are aligned with that purpose. If you don't have a goal, you will never achieve that thing. And so getting really clear and sitting down and mapping out what are some of the goals that I want to achieve in the next year, 5 years, 10 years in my life that actually align with my purpose. So if my purpose is to help children, or my purpose is to inspire the next generation, how are my goals aligning with that purpose? Those are questions you really need to ask yourself, because if you are not every day taking action toward a goal that's aligned with your purpose, you will never ever achieve the point where you are your greatest and best self. And that's really what I believe we're on this planet to do, to get as close as we can to that ideal of our best self, where we are abundant and we are happy and fulfilled, so much so that we can pour into other people's lives. Having goals that are aligned with your purpose is key. Number 4, you need to have belief. Guys, this is a number 1 stumbling block where most people get stuck right in the beginning, is they don't have belief. We live in this glass ceiling of our limited beliefs our entire lives. I can't achieve that. I'll never be a millionaire. I'll never be able to run a business. I'm not smart enough. I'm not talented enough. It's too much work. What if I fail? These are all false. These are all fears. These are all all fabricated things in our minds that we are entertaining every single day and believing even though they're false. Your belief in yourself has to supersede every other belief because you have so much infinite potential inside of you, you have not even scratched the surface. And you have to believe that. You have to believe that you can achieve. You can achieve absolutely anything that you can see in your mind. You can achieve it, but you have to start with the belief in yourself. Here's something that I learned in my personal development journey is that you cannot look at what you've accomplished in your past and say, that's all I can do. You can't look at what you've done and say, that's what I'm capable of. You are capable of infinitely more than you've done in the past. If you've never started a business, it does not mean you can't start a business. If you've gone broke and started companies and they've all gone broke, my goodness, that doesn't mean that you can't have a successful business. If you've bought real estate and it's failed and you had to sell it and you lost money, that doesn't mean you can't be a successful real estate entrepreneur. Your past does not dictate your potential or your future. So stop limiting yourself by believing that. Your belief in yourself will dictate how far you go in life. Now, if you need help with that, reach out because that's what we do. We unlock that human potential inside of you so that you can go further, so that you can transform and become your best self. Number 5, if you have no idea where to start, if you don't know what your purpose is, if you don't know how to align with a purpose because you don't know what it is, I beg you, please start with giving. Giving is the ultimate gift because it's not transactional. You're not giving to get, you're not giving to receive something in return. You are giving out of the goodness and kindness of your heart to help another human being. Now, I often hear from people that I have calls with or I meet in person, they say, Matt, I'm just starting out in real estate. I don't know what I have to offer, or I just don't know what I can give. I'm not that experienced. We as human beings have so much. We are abundantly gifted and we have so much to give each other. You can give your time, you can give your money, even if it's a coffee in line at Starbucks, it doesn't matter how small it is, and you can give your energy. Those are 3 things right away that you don't need to have millions of dollars to give someone else. Even $2 to the person who's homeless on the street is an act of giving where you are leaving that person with an impression of increase and it could feed them that day. The smallest act of giving is going to raise your vibration and is going to attract abundance in your life. So please give. You can give your time, your energy, your support, your friendship. You can give in so many ways. Even just giving someone space and being someone to listen is, I can't tell you how needed that is in today's world. Just be there to support someone, to listen to them. That is huge. To make someone feel like they're heard is absolutely massive giving. So if you are looking at where to find your purpose and you don't know how, please, even if you do, start with giving because I guarantee you on that journey of giving, you will find your purpose. So to recap, these are the 5 things, the 5 ways to align yourself with your purpose in life. Start with clarity, work on your passion, getting clear on what that is and incorporating that into your life, setting really clear goals that are aligned with that purpose, having the belief that you can accomplish it even if you haven't done it ever in your life, and go out and start giving. And I promise you that path will reveal itself to you. All the best, you can do it. I believe in you and I hope you do too.